Age Central, Central Illinois' Agency on Aging, is preparing for another summer of its Grandparents Raising Grandchildren meal program. Tessa Mahoney and Jeff Nelson are here to tell us how you can participate or support this initiative. Welcome, you two.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming. Now, for those who may not be familiar, what exactly is Age Central? What do you all do there?
Sure. Age Central is the area agency on aging. We serve Peoria and the 6 surrounding counties. We're one of 13 in Illinois with over 600 nationwide, and we're designated federally through the Older Americans Act.
Wow. So you hear a lot of these days about grandparents raising grandchildren, and they're in the later part of their life. Most of them don't work, and so you guys are helping them. So tell us about that.
Absolutely.
Well, we have a segment of our caregivers, yes, that are grandparents for whatever reason are raising their grandchildren. And for most of them, they weren't planning on that. Just by life, they have that role now. And we support them. We have support groups. We have individual counseling, and we do some other things to kind of fill the gaps to support those grandparents. Specifically, this summer, we wanted to find a way to fill a gap for these grandparents that normally would have their grandchildren in school all day. Some of our grandparents still are working, so we have frozen meals. They come drop ship right to the grandparents' home. Put them in the freezer. The kids can, whenever they get hungry during the day, pull that out, put it in a microwave. They're designed by dietitians, or the menus are. So they're healthy meals, and again, kids can just, whenever they get hungry, the grandparents working, take care of that. So it eliminates that extra grocery shopping, time doing that, as well as the cost of those meals to feed the kids during the summer.
So about how long has this program been provided for grandparents?
It's our 2nd year.
Wow.
Yes.
So what did last year teach you about this year?
That there's a lot more kids in need and grandparents that need the support than we initially anticipated.
Nice. So it's a summer program. So roughly about how many meals or how many deliveries can one expect?
There's 20 per person, per child rather, a month. So that Monday through Friday, that normally those children would be in school and eating school lunches for the extent of the summer break. And let's just say, getting the word out that is something that we're able to provide, letting people know to get a hold of us so we can set that up. It is a grant funded, state and federal, and as any grant goes, there's never enough. So the other side of it, and what we want to talk to you about, is an ask that if anybody would like to donate to help support this, so that we can do this for more grandchildren and support those grandparents, we greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, so what does that look like? One, I want to talk about the applications for those interested in participating. How can they apply? And then 2, how can they support you? Does that involve coming up there, being present? Do they just mail you a check? What exactly does it look like?
Sure.
As far as the eligibility, there are some requirements by the Department of Aging on how those funds can be used and who's eligible for them. A grandparent, someone that has a formal agreement, whether it's custody or some other legal document saying they are basically the parent, that surrogate parent, and that being able to verify that the children are living with the grandparent, and that the natural parent isn't in the picture. So this is truly a grandparent raising their grandchildren. And as far as
and then they would just call our organization. They would ask for Jeff, so they could call or email him, and Jeff's going to go through some informal assessment questions about demographics, and then he can get them signed up. So it's a really simple process, and they're welcome to come down to the agency if that's easier for them. But as far as donations, somebody could donate directly on our website, which is agecentral.org, or they can mail us a check. Either way is fine, and we'd appreciate the help because we want this program to be successful and keep supporting grandparents raising grandchildren.
It definitely sounds like a program that is needed, so thank you for all the work you do to provide it to those in need, and thank you for your time coming and sharing.
Thank you for having us on.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
I appreciate you.